Today we're gonna be working on Leetcode question number 229, majority element part 2. Given an integer array of size n, find all elements that appear more than n by 3 times. Okay, so we have 2, 3, 2. So basically it is used, and the 3 is 2 by 3 times here. So that's gonna be part of it. And this is 1 and 2, and we're going to be returning 2 because both of them are more than 2 by 3, sorry, 1 by 3 times, right? They both are used like zero point 0.5 times. So that being said, we're going to be both of them are going to make uh, like they're going to be included in the output. So for this one, we're gonna have basically our result. Uh, our base condition or the sanity check is gonna be what if the nums is equal to null or the length of the nums is 0. If the nums dot length is equal to 0 or the nums does not exist, right? We're gonna be returning the result. Okay, now what we're gonna be doing is like we're gonna say that uh, first of all we're gonna have we're gonna initialize couple of nums here, num1 which is gonna be equal to the first element. Similarly we have num2 which is again equal to the first element. Then we have couple of counts. We're gonna have count1 which is gonna be initialized to 0, and similarly we have count2 initialized to 0 again. Okay, now what we need to do is like first of all we're gonna iterate through the array, right? And once we are iterating through it, we're gonna basically check that whether or not that that element is equal to num1, right? So if that is the case, we're gonna increment the counter 1. If it is equal to num2, we're gonna increment the counter 2. uh, Otherwise, if if both of them, the count 1 and the count 2 are 0, right, we're gonna change change our numbers to these new numbers, right? And yes, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be changing those uh, numbers to the new number and increment the counter to 1, right? And otherwise we're just gonna, yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. And yes, that is right. Yes, and the main logic why we are doing it with only two numbers is it is not possible that we can have three answers in the solution. That's because the reason for that is that we are looking for the elements which are more than n by 3 times, and it is just not possible that uh, we can have like whatever the length of the nums is. It is just not possible that we can have more than two answers, because we are looking for any elements which have duplicates, or which came into this array nums n by 3 times or more. Actually more than n by 3 times. Yes. So that being said, we're gonna iterate through the nums. If it is equal to num1, we're gonna increment the count 1. If it is equal to num2, we're gonna increment the count 2. If uh, if the count 1 has not been incremented and count 2 has not been incremented, so if the count 1 is not incremented, we are still at 0. We're gonna say that the num1 is gonna be equal to whatever that uh, element is represented by the index I, and we're gonna make the count 1 equals to 1. Else if similarly count 2 is equal to 0, we're gonna say that the num2 is equal to nums of I, and the count 2 is gonna be. Otherwise, what we're gonna do is, like, we're gonna say count 1 decremented and count 2 decremented. So it's gonna keep decrementing until it hits 0 again, and then that's the point where we're gonna be resetting it. Try to the next element. Again, once we are done with that, we're gonna reset count 1 equals to 0, count 2 equals to 0. Okay, and we are going to, so after this one, we know that what we are looking for. We have two predictable solutions. We have predicted two solutions, num1 and num2. We're gonna just count them, how many are they, right? So now with this logic for the first iteration, we kind of like just made sure that, okay, these are the two possible solutions, num1 and num2, but this time we're gonna count them, how many are they. For that, we're gonna say I less than nums dot length I plus plus if the nums nums of I is equal to num of 1. We're gonna say count 1 plus plus, else if nums of I equal to num2, we're gonna say count 2 plus plus. Okay, now in t is equal to how many like times do we need them to be there, those elements, so that they can become part of the solution. We're gonna say length of the nums divided by 3. If the count 1 is less than, is greater than t, right, then our result is gonna have that number is greater than t, then our yeah, I think that should do it. Looking good. and it works.